Colin Kaepernick. I'm San Francisco 49ers fan, born and raised. My parents actually assimilated from Puerto Rico by supporting the very first 49ers championship team. They had just moved to San Francisco. Joe Montana was there. Like, the city was crazy because we hadn't won a San Francisco had never won a championship. I mean, people are going to argue that, yeah, the Warriors won a championship in 1976, but they were still technically at the Coliseum. I mean, they played at the Cow Palace for a little bit, but they belonged to Oakland Coliseum. So the city of San Francisco itself, as far as I know, had never won like a legitimate championship. The Giants had never won a championship at that point. So the 49ers winning the Super Bowl was big. And my parents had just moved to San Francisco and were there for that. And because of that, like, my family has this love for the 49ers that other people don't. I mean, there's a significance behind it. You know,
they embraced it.
They embraced it because it was like, well, okay, we're in America. Everyone's excited. Like, it helped them become a part, not necessarily of America, but a part of San Francisco. My parents to this day love the city of San Francisco because of those experiences and because it's a great fucking city. But Colin Kaepernick is the fallen star quarterback of the Niners right now.
So much potential, too. Like,
see, I was never on the Kaepernick bandwagon. I thought he was a flash in the pan from the get.
But I mean, he has
his
potential.
skill set. I mean, he has a skill set. The guy, he's fast. He has a cannon for an arm.
He can run.
I mean, that's the fast part.
Oh, okay.
He's athletic. He's a super athlete, and he did some crazy shit in a quarterback position. But just like every other quarterback that plays that style of football,
they don't last.
They don't last. They fall apart. Something happens.
What's his name? I was gonna say RGB.
RG3. RG3. I mean, Michael Vick. You know.
Well, do you feel like if Michael Vick didn't go to prison, that he would have fallen the same, like still would have?
I mean, there's a possibility that he would have been able to turn it around, because in Atlanta he was.
Was he already declining when he went to jail?
I feel like he was improving.
I don't remember.
Going to prison messed things up. I think Michael Vick's, he's kind of an anomaly because even to this day, he's still fast as fuck. But at some point, you got to learn how to. The only successful quarterbacks are the ones that learn how to sit back in the pocket and throw the ball. And he never could grasp that. I mean,
the dude from the Seahawks, isn't he a runner?
Russell Wilson, he's not a run. He can run, but he's not a run first guy. Like Aaron Rodgers is a runner. He can run fast. Andrew Luck is like the prototypical, like everybody wants Andrew Luck to be their quarterback. He runs a 4.5 40. He's an athlete, but it's always throw first. It's always eyes down the field, throw the ball, run as a last resort. Aaron Rodgers, the same thing. A lot of people make the argument that Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback of the NFL.
I love Aaron Rodgers.
So
we're still in preseason,
so
right?
We're in a preseason game, and the national anthem was up at the beginning of the game, like they do every game. And Kaepernick decides he's going to sit down. He's not going to stand up. And then when they ask him, why did you stand up for the national anthem, he says, because I'm not going to stand up and support a country that, has oppressed black people and other people of color for so many years. And people are, like, lying dead in the streets and cops are getting away with suspensions. And, I mean, I'm paraphrasing, but...
And then the 49ers released a statement...
saying he can do whatever he wants.
Saying, like... We as a team, we support the country and like we blah 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 blah, but at the same time we also respect his right to do as he wishes, and we're not gonna like reprimand him or anything like that. So that was like the team's official statement. Now before I say anything, I want to know what your opinion on the situation is. Or if it is even a situation at all.
You know what? I feel like this country is about what he's doing. Like, he has a right. He has the right to not to. If that's his form of protest, he has a right to do that. And whatever, like, is his message going to come across? Probably not. So maybe it's not the best for his brand, but maybe he really believes in it. I'm on the fence. I kind of think he's kind of a social media diva. So it might be he knows that he's...
This is the guy who, like, posts pictures with him with, like, all of his shit.
Yeah, he's like... I mean, I think I'm more upset that women find him attractive when he looks like fucking... He looks like Gonzo and the... Squidward from
SpongeBob.
Just because he has a six-pack, so girls are like, oh my God, he's so hot. It's like, no.
That's what I need for Tinder.
You need a six-pack. That's what you need. Okay, because that dude is not... He is not a handsome man.
He's also
And
tall,
like right
so-
now, he is tall, and like right now, he looks like a fucking homeless man. Like like at least before he used to have his hair lined up, but now he's got this crazy fucking like homeless napped up shit on his head, and he's got this fucking like Fisher Price My First Beard going on, like, you know, but he got a patch right here and then one right there, like, you know, I'm just saying, like, you know, I mean, he looks like he's depressed. He's upset about something, you know, and it's probably because he sucks at football.
That's what
so
it
now
is.
he's trying to
I
focus.
thought they were going to cut him. I thought the 49ers were going to cut him.
I thought they were too, because if they cut him by a certain point, they were
didn't
going to
have to
save
pay him
$14
anymore.
million. Yeah, I mean, they would have to pay him like $5 million.
But I mean,
now they're
not
on the
the
hook
whole
for 19.
Right.
I don't know, man. Like I'm not really upset by it. Like whatever. Like I don't care. I don't care, and I know there's people that are like super offended by it, and especially veterans. Like, oh, he's disrespecting me. He's not disrespecting you. It has nothing to do. I mean, the one thing I have to say, he's donated a lot of his money to veteran groups. Like he is very supportive of the military guys. He's not supportive of their bosses. I mean, that's his message. He doesn't support your boss, but he supports you.
It's the system. It's not the people.
And
It's
like
the
people,
system.
like you take it so offensive, like this belongs to me. Like, it doesn't belong to you. It belongs to all of us, and we're all allowed to do shit the way we want to. And I mean, I hate to put it that way, but you know, I respect my whole family was in the military, you know, but I feel like my dad put in 30 years. He doesn't give two shits. You know what I mean? My brother, on the other hand, it might upset him a little more because he's a little more patriotic, but you know, it's all the same people. It's the same people like super gun owners. They're the same people getting upset about it. Like I don't equate the flag with. I feel like he worded his protest wrong because he said the country, and it's like it's not the country you should be protesting.
It's the system.
It's the government. And maybe if you said, you know, this government, the people that govern us, and this is my form of protestation, which whatever, it's a song. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know.
No, I know.
And you know, our veterans, you know, I respect what you guys are doing because you like. How am I going to put this? You're doing something you believe in, and you feel like you're doing this for your country, and you feel like this is you're committing your time and your body because you love your country so much, and I respect that. What I can't really get on board is when people are like, you fought for my freedom. You fought for my rights to do this and this and that. Because, I mean, if we want to get technical, and I might catch some shit for this, we have not been in a war in my lifetime or your lifetime, or a lot of our peers' lifetimes, that have had any effect on the American way of life.
No.
We have not been invaded by anyone since the English in the second, when the England tried to take back the U.S. The U.S. has not been invaded in over 200 years.
I mean, Vietnam, but we weren't alive. That's your point.
No.
We weren't
But
alive.
Vietnam, the Vietnamese didn't.
No,
invade.
but the war affected the returning troops coming home.
Yeah, but that didn't affect the way of life, the American way of life.
Oh, no.
Yeah, like they weren't fighting for freedom. The Vietnam War troops were fighting. I mean, this is my conspiracy theory. Vietnam is rich with minerals and natural resources, and the U.S. wanted. They said that they're trying to stop communism. They wanted to get
it's
those.
just like
they wanted to
Iraq
get those
and all
resources.
of
Like
our
it's an
Middle
attack on
East.
resources. So you've been killing these people that are sacked. They're volunteer. Well, back then it was a draft. So there's people that didn't want to go that are not fucking super gung ho soldiers.
No,
and they
if
died.
if I was drafted right now, I would not go. Throw me in prison. I don't give a fuck because I am not going. First of all, I'm fat, so I make sure to get extra fat, so they're not gonna want me. And then if you force me to basic, I'm not doing shit. Like I'm not doing shit. You can court martial like that's because that's my right to not do shit because that's my thing. So that's your stance. My stance is very similar, and I brought all this up because I mean I read the article. I think this happened yesterday or Friday or something.
Friday, yeah.
And when I read it, I'm like, why now? That was like my first thing was like, dude, you've been in football for a while now. Not like 10, 15 years, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you've made enough money to where like you could have put yourself out there, you know, whatever. And it's kind of like interesting, like you said, he's not doing so well. So I'm not saying that's why he's doing it. I'm not saying that. But he wasn't doing this when he was hot, is my point. Right. But maybe he had a change of heart. Maybe, people change.
Yeah, no, maybe.
And people like him, not him specifically, but people who have money, who are powerful, are the ones who need to be saying things. Because me, you, we say these, we might believe exactly what he believes in. We say it on a podcast, who are we going to reach? Even if we had 10,000 subscribers,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
No, I understand,
But but my thing is this. Cousin posted something yesterday. He said, Colin Kaepernick cashing $19 million checks, and you're worried about the oppressed. LOL, come on, man. And I said it got you talking about it. And he says, I truly care less about the opinion of a professional quarterback. It's the statement and the way of life he lives. If people don't enjoy living here, leave. It's that simple. So, and that's the type of mentality that I don't agree with.
No,
because
absolutely
that's
not.
the backwards ass thinking that they don't understand.
that's what this country was founded on.
100%.
I can live here and that's the great thing about the U.S. is I can talk all the shit I want to about the government, about the way fucking people are, about the way things are, and not have to worry about dying.
Exactly.
I might lose my job. I might
have
some
a
fucking
shitty way
friends,
of life,
but I'm not gonna fucking die, and I'm not gonna go to jail. And that's what the U.S. is about. So telling people if they don't like it, they can go somewhere else. It's just the stupidest thing I've ever
so
fucking heard.
retarded.
Because they're not saying it's like you move to Tulsa, Oklahoma for a job, and you're like, I hate Tulsa. Everything in Tulsa fucking sucks. Then I understand, well, then move out of Tulsa,
But you're still an American. So
But you're still in
have that
America.
right to
But when
say-
you're like, I don't like the way the government does this shit. I don't like this or that, well, then why don't you move out? It's not the same because
No, it's fucking people are
your
dumb.
right is to protest, and that's the most American thing to do is to complain and protest about the government. I don't know.
So he went and me and my cousin got into it, and I said, well, I personally never stand for the national anthem. I guess I should be packing my bags because I don't stand for the national anthem for similar reasons. Not because of colored people, but just because, for one, I don't need to do that shit. When I was younger, that's what you're taught to do. You stand, you take your cap off, you do all that shit, whatever. I don't do that. Not because I'm late, I just don't believe in it. We don't live in a fascist state where, and that's kind of where my point we're getting at here is they were saying, because I told him, he said to me, if that's your choice, then that's your choice. I'm just proud to be an American, which is what you were saying. All of a sudden, I'm not American because I won't stand up. And then I told him, well, I'm proud to be an American too, which is why I don't stand up. I enjoy practicing my freedoms. And then people he knows started commenting, saying the veterans thing. Well, I'm glad you like to be disrespectful to the veterans. And my grandpa fought in World War II and and I lost my this and the limbs and the blah, blah, blah. And it's I'm not disrespecting them. If I had a face-to-face, I would, like you said, I would say thank you. What you do is what you believe in, and I respect it, and it's admirable. But what you work for, the people you work for, don't represent my ideals. And the only places that exist to where I would be arrested for not standing up is fucking Nazi Germany. You don't salute the flag, you're going to jail. This is a Nazi Germany. And that's the mentality where it's oh, you're not American. Fuck you, I am American. That's my whole point. Because I don't need to stand.
Like I said before, I don't understand where the flag and the national anthem and the military
It's 50s thinking.
are mutually exclusive. It's not the same thing. I mean, I
don't.
I'm a traditionalist. I stand to the
I used to, and then I don't. I stopped.
I'm not making a protest. It doesn't. It's not that big a deal to me. I don't. Whatever. I'm not out there on the front lines protesting. I'm not an activist.
No, I'm not
whatsoever.
either. But I'm just saying, I want to sit there and text because I don't give a shit about standing up.
Okay.
Because
that's
it
your right
doesn't
to do so.
It doesn't for me. It doesn't.
Fucking hippie.
No, and I may rub people the wrong way, but I don't give a shit because that's my right. It's like saying to the gun owners, like you brought up, oh, we're gonna take your guns and they're all penalized.
Right.
No, it's a God-given right to have my guns. Oh, but it's not my God-given right to fucking not stand up to salute the flag. That's the trade-off. It's guns across the board.
Constitutional right, actually.
Well, they say guns are God-given rights.
Okay, well,
But my point is,
there ain't no guns in the fucking Bible. So.
guns didn't
I
exist.
mean, I guess David had a slingshot. I guess that's the precursor for a gun, right?
That is a gun.
Fucking catapults and they're fucking shooting boulders into the size of castles or whatever.
But anyway, that's my whole thing. Is it's just like, you know, I fucking hate being told that I'm not American because I don't do traditional like that's just so backwards because it's just like the Syrian refugee things. It's like we don't want them here. Oh yeah, except the people who say that are fucking white and they don't belong here because this isn't their country. And I use quotes because of course they belong here. That's what we're founded upon. Like, you know what I mean? We all belong here.
It's a nation of immigrants.
It's a nation of immigrants. But I mean, if you want to take a step back and like take a stance on what's true to history, white people don't belong here. This is not a Dutch colony. We don't belong here. It's a native land that we came and killed everyone and took. But we forget that. We forget that. I don't know why. I mean, I do know why, but I'm just saying it's like, that's the truth. Like, if you want to leave the country, it should be the people who are saying that I should leave. Those are the people who should not be here.
Okay.
That's my
Fair
thing.
enough.
They're the most anti-American for me, because they want to limit my rights more than anything
Right.
else. That's all I'm saying.
No, I get it. Well, fuck Colin Kaepernick. Anyways, he's a shitty quarterback. He's not gonna be on the team. He won't be on the team next year, and we won't fucking ever hear about him again.
No, that's for sure.
You know, but while he's making the money, you really want to like, you want to help people. You want to. What's the word I'm looking for? Fuck, my hangover is like, it's catching up to me right now. If you want to make an impact, Colin Kaepernick, then set up a charity.
Yep.
Donate half your check. Hell, donate
The
all
whole
of your
fucking check. Donate all 19 million.
Your fucking adopted parents are white as fuck, so
You're also rich as fuck right now.
So I'm assuming they helped you invest your money wisely. You know, might be wrong, but from what I read, they're well off. So, you know,
because that's the ultimate form. I mean, that's what Warren Buffett's doing. That's what Lucas is doing. That's what all these billionaires are doing. They donate.
What's that word called when you stop working? Philanthropist.
Yeah,
You
become one of those.
Whenever I see someone's like title as philanthropist, I just say rich as fuck.
That's based.
Yeah.
I think that's what the definition is.
Rich as fuck
in the book
and
in
bored.
in Oxford's dictionary.